I was in the bus that was going to Frankfurt before we encountered the incident with the police, and they decided to send us back because we are refugees. They know we are going to fight for our rights. They decided to send us back. We are not here for fun. They killed us in our land, now we are here again, they're still killing us in our land. Why are all this happening to us? Is it because we are refugees? They treat us like animals? Why? The situations we live in the lager is so fucking shicey. No rest of mind, no peace. Everything we take off day and night is just eat and sleep. You spend a very long hours sleeping. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to be your friend. We cannot go outside and see the other cities. We are just stuck in a particular place, eating and sleeping. Being a refugee, is it a crime? This is the question I keep on asking myself. This is why we made up our mind to go to Frankfurt for this demonstration. No, despite we are not there, but people were there. How they blocked the central bank of the European Central Bank and the airport which they use for deportations. One of the biggest airports which they use for deportations. I just want to let the public know that these are the strategies of the government. These things they use to deport we refugees. How do you expect people to be deported to a place like Italy? Homelessness. Places like Nigeria, killing of Christians and Muslims, child soldiers, Sudan, Mali, too many more to count. All these weapons, where are these weapons coming from? Germany is one of the countries that produce the largest weapons, and these weapons are sent to Africa, which we use in killing ourselves. If these products like chocolate, platinum, weapons, guns, ammunition, if these products can travel the world easily, beat all borders, beat all checkpoints, but we as refugees, we cannot even move from here to the next city. These weapons they sent to our country made us flee away from our country because of too much killing. Death is after us. Frustration is after us. Capitalism. They destroyed our land. Now we are here again, they are still destroying us. Saying we don't have right to do anything. And they call themselves a democracy. Where is this democracy we are talking about? We are here. We came here to seek for freedom, for security, for peace. But still, they are still killing us here again. We ran from our country because of different reasons. Came to this land they call democracy. But still, we are being tormented. How can we continue like this? The rights of refugees are systemically ignored. That is certain. But they are made illegal by the racist ideas and colonial ideologies. We as refugees, we are human beings, but we are being treated like animals. They call us different names. Criminals, thieves, black monkeys, of which we know nothing about. Keep us in the lager for several years for further notice. You might spend 5, 10 years. Nobody knows when they will call you and say, okay, now, this is how it is. And these lagers we are talking about, the Germans cannot allow their dogs and cats to spend not even one night in these places. Is it because we are refugees? Being a refugee, is it a problem? What do you expect for somebody who has been kept in a particular place, doing nothing for years? It's either he starts selling drugs or he becomes a drug addicted. We came from our country, normal. But here, the stress, the problem, everything make us kaput. We go kaput every single day. Every single day in our life is just problem. And the government is doing nothing about it. Why? How long must we continue like this? How long must we continue to say we must keep quiet and be scared of all this? How long? This is why we say enough is enough. Genug is genug. This is why we woke up from our slumber. And this is why we are in the street. Because we are tired of all this. They make us kaput. Because anytime I hear somebody tell me that the money they give us is from people's tax, it's so painful. The social they give us is from people's tax, it's from the tax that people paid. It's so painful. Yet we are not allowed to do anything. Yet we are not allowed to work. You cannot even travel from your landkreis to another landkreis. You have to take a permission and you have to pay for it. Is it the issue of good shine? Good shine, you can't even use the good shine. You must go to the supermarket and buy something. When you even want to bring your good shine and pay, you see people laughing at you as if you are nobody, as if you are an animal. Why? What's the essence of this? These are the strategies the government is using to differentiate you, the refugee, and the public. This is why the government don't want us to get closer to the public. But they say freedom of movement is everybody's right. Why are we being denied from our legal rights? We are being denied from our rights. We don't even have the right to make choices about our food. Like in Nordlingen, for instance, when we made a demonstration in Nordlingen about this food packet, we don't need it anymore. The following day, the police in the lager was much more, 3, 4, 5 times these people living in the lagers. They say we don't have choice to make. They say we don't have right to make a choice. We must continue to take this food essay. Till now, they're still under strike going on in the lager, in Nordlingen lager. Hunger strike is still going on right now. We say we don't have a choice. Why? Why? And you call yourself a democracy. Where is this democracy we are talking about? Or is it that this freedom of right, is it for some people and the others are not? 9. Freedom of movement, freedom of right is for everybody. We deserve our right. This is why we say enough is enough. We are tired. This Germany, the German laws. Germany is the former country still remaining, making use of these colonial laws. They're still making use of these colonial laws. These colonial laws are just, they are not laws that supposed to be still be useful till now. These laws needs to be changed. These are racist laws. These laws are not supposed to be using till date. This is why we say no. Resident flesh, we will continue to break it every day. If the government don't do nothing about it, we will continue to break it every day. This is why we are fighting against lagers. Lager must close because we refugees, we are dying in the lagers every day in our lives. People committing suicide because of frustration. They are tired. You go to the doctor will just only look at you and say, looking at you alone, you are okay. What is that? And you are dying inside of you. Deportation. This is our 3 main demands. These 3 main demands must be met, or else we will remain in the street. In the street, we will remain until our 3 demands are met. Deportation, resident flesh, and lagers. All these we are still fighting for, and we will continue to fight. Thank you.
عندكم الزهره ولا القحاق طايحين بلا أصغايزات بلا زبيب ما يكون موت. واو شوف مازال يجيو خايس يصدقوا راح نلقى غنتبعونا. شو القالب العود؟
ما تمشوا فرانكفورت. يا طبيعي برلين ما تمشوا فرانكفورت. لا. بعد ذاك برجعوا. يدوبوا من عدو درب بعد ذاك برجعوا.
هم غيبعدونا من الحدود بتاع هذه وغيخلونا نمشي. ضروري تبعك ضروري.